Hey guys, welcome back to Gaming Over 50 with Kenshi. Continuing where we left off. This guy's still mining. They're still passing out, but they're almost back to the hub where they'll sell some stuff and get us a little bit more food. But as I was saying in last episode, eventually you will get to the point if you build your base right where it'll be self-sustaining. Like we have wheat farm. Wheat makes bread. Wheat with water makes bread. We could eat the bread. So that gives us our food. And once we start producing a lot of food, our guys won't be hungry at all. They'll just run over, grab whatever food they need, go back. Go back to whatever job they were doing. Then all we need to do is be able to protect them, which is the walls. Most mobs that come around here, mobs meaning mobiles, we're just going to go in here real quick. And then see we got food. Buy two more. That's it. Okay, still got no materials. See, there's like cooked vegetables, but it says ingredients: green fruit and water. So you could eat the green fruit. Well, actually, but you can't really. Um, Green fruit is like the one thing. Well, one of the few things that you can't just eat outright. You have to make, like, say, for instance, this. Your regular people won't eat this. Only where it says only four, those are the only ones that'll eat it. 15 nutrition. But then you cook it, dried meat, 15 nutrition, and now other people can eat it. But then you have things like food cube, which is bread and green fruit, and it gives you 75. Then you have rice and green fruit of 75. And then ration pack, food cube with dried meat, 125. So you start off with whatever, raw meat or green fruit or flour, wheat flour, and then it makes other things, better foods. But we won't be doing that. We'll be strictly eating that. And the less the NU, the nutrition value it is, the more they have to eat of it. Okay, so bread is way better than dried meat, but not as good as a ration pack. Meat wraps, bread, raw meat. So we will go into town. He'll stay unconscious like this until you put him on the ground, and that's the only way you're going to know if he's ready to move on his own. But if you watch, let's see, where are we? Just lost you. See, we're carrying him. And that's a good way to increase your strength and all. You can carry around anybody. You find a dude laying on the ground, even a dead body, you can carry him. And put it down, and there he is. Okay, so we need to build is that our storage? Now, I've never used a shop counter before. And again, you always want to try to get as many people as you can building something. Doesn't hurt that they have engineer, experience. Even if you never have them do engineer stuff. Just keep him coming here, selling stuff. We'll need to send the other ones back. No, that one. He'll take a long time to repair, but there are skeleton repair beds that they can lay in that make it, they repair really quickly. And then let them go back. Let's see, are there any fabric? See, we don't need this because we can't cook anything. Can't do that because that's free. This gives us a better stone mine. We can produce more. We will need that's 3 books. These are always, this is a mod, allows me to do these extra ones, and they're really good because you can have your guys sit there and train. Let's see, like max level 10, so you have to do these, and then you go on to to the next level. See, like this is or this says new building strength training station 2. But we don't only have 3 books, so yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll just hold off because we don't have the time to be sitting there training. Well, we really need what we really need is just more materials. We need to get our refinery, stone refinery going so we can build our own building materials. And once that happens, we're just mining stone, putting them in, building the walls, and then we'll have that done. Waiting on our food to grow. So let's see if this is reset yet. Yeah, like that and that. No, I'm not going to do any more books yet. We got to get more money. Alright. Jobs back on. There are limits as to how far. Like from where they're at here, they won't go back to their jobs. It's too far away. But if they were closer, they would. Yeah, that means there's probably like a trader caravan moving because they have lights. So like here, you see part of them. But we're not close enough to see their other dudes. And if they get separated, like if they get behind something, or like for instance, if you got locked behind a tree, these guys can too. And you'll find some of them, and then they run off fast as they can to get to back to their group. So we'll go here, see if we can't talk to him. And when you talk to somebody, even if you have several people going, the first guy will be the one that, or the closest, is what I should say. And see, they're getting attacked by these reavers, which are shack. So we will wait. And then look to see what we can find. Wherever the trader is. But we don't know. Yeah, we don't know. Well, that's him, but we can't trade with him right now for some reason. Yeah. So that happens too sometimes. See, they're trying to find the path they were going back on. Yeah. Coming here, so maybe it'll reset. Probably not, because can't click on that one. He's just a nomad, so they don't talk anyway. Yeah. And those options, if you right click on it, you can bodyguard him, and you'll it's basically follow, but you'll protect him if he gets attacked, or you can attack him unprovoked, which you don't want to do, because you don't want the Traders Guild to be angry at you, because then you can't trade with them anymore. I guess we should probably come back here and mine more, get some money until we can, because we're going to need more food. Until he's done with researching, then he'll, besides 27, and eventually we'll get him repaired up so that he'll be good. Then we got to get him a weapon. Same thing with she lost her weapon. Guess they stole it. Yeah, what happens? Just try to run as fast as you can. Try to find somebody to save you. So he's dying now. That means she has to get up and come rescue him. Heal him up real quick. So we're gonna, okay, well, never mind. And you just got to get to this before when he gets to in the negatives. I can't remember the number. It's either negative 100 maybe. Like that. It's getting bad. Recovery coma, so there's a good chance he's just gonna die. get him over here so he can grab her med kit. Because I don't think, no, he doesn't have anything, so let's grab this. First aid. See, it has to get through the exclamation points first, which means it's like really bad. And a lot of times you'll use it all. And then once you see the yellow, that means it's bandaged. And then we just take them inside, dump them off on a bed so they heal. If you have a splint, sometimes you can splint, that'll be the white, it'll appear as white. But I usually don't bother. There we go. I just let them heal up and leave it at that. Yeah, see how the point's going up fast? Send him back, try to heal up. And the same thing happens to skeletons. If they're beat down enough, it'll be dying. Are you going out there at all? There we go. And that means she is up, see? But if you keep laying down, you go back to healing a whole lot faster. That's why you need, excuse me, always have med kits on you. The smaller ones, the 2 space ones, that just means they, it goes from 2, basically it's 2 to 4 to 6. And they just have more usage. He charges 75 or 400. Just keep them there. Till we get some money. Alright, close enough. Now let's go back over here to this one. Okay. And back over here. Who's fighting here? Escaped servants. So the Holy Nation. Anti-slaver. like this guy's trying to get out and fight. Anything? Repair kit. $4,100. No thanks. Let's get him back on jobs. And that's good enough for her. Probably for him too. But she's unconscious again because she's starving. Okay, try this again. And that's the end of the food there. Okay, well, probably go over here, see if this guy's got any wheat straw. He'll have more food if we need that, but oh, somebody's fighting in here. $1,000. No thanks. I'll do that. That's it. No, don't need anything else. Yeah, so we got this shop counter. So once we build bread, I think we should be able to drop it there. And sell it. Basically whatever the bread sells for in this town. You know, the price of it's going to be the same. Wandering assassin. There we go. We'll do that. Take those 4. Okay. And then these 2 go back. I think the menders might have left, because usually there's a icon here. Yeah, so what we're planning on now is get that stone processor going so we can make our own building materials, and then waiting for crops to grow so we can what's this? Anybody? 100 guardianship kingdoms. Yeah, they won't mess with us. But those guys might. Yep. Crippled. Let's get over here. Maybe these menders, they should heal us up. Maybe I can get her over here beforehand. Maybe recovery coma. No, come on. Excuse me. There we go. Yeah, there's always people trying to kill you. We may end up having to... Uh-oh. What happened here? That sucks. Where are we at compared to... Okay. Let's try to get to our outpost. Who are these guys? Hungry bandits. Just stay over there. Alright. As long as they're not dying, as long as it doesn't say dying, which means they're in the negatives, they will heal from any of this stuff. Bed's always the best to put them in. But you can leave them on the ground. They just can't do anything. They can't heal themselves. They can't eat, none of that stuff. So eventually they'll starve to death if they don't heal up enough where they can get out of the recovery coma. But this negative 39 has to get to 0 first. And it's going down, so. So really it should be dying. See, look how fast that's going down. Come on, get inside here. And we'll drop you on the ground. Oh God, and of course those fucking... Yep. Yeah, playing dead, but they're still sitting right there. So, yeah, there's that. So that's a nice little glitch. And they're not going to move from there. So yeah, this game, even though it's, you know, out, just like Zomboid, still has problems. Yeah, we need to get out because she's eventually going to die. Let's look up here. No, they're still there. I wonder if I can make it. Didn't even get out. Yep. And if we keep going, it'll just get worse and worse. Yep, see, 74, 75. Yeah, so what we need is like some paladins to show up. You know, what's going on here? Starving vagrant, hungry bandit. The vagrant might fight these guys if he comes around and sees them. But let's see if he'll get healed up, so at least we have him. Yep. See, so she's dead. Pay him off jobs. Okay, legs healing up. Only thing we can hope to do is harvest these crops. Oh look, and you got to beat down again. We need to do these crops before time goes off. Then we'll finish building this. And she still has this stuff that we need, or maybe not that stuff, but some other items. I'd try to upgrade this farm now. We might have enough to do it, but really we need the food from it. Yeah, no, come over here. Let's see if we can't put that in there. Here we go. Because we don't want to go in the house. More than likely, we're not able to make any bread because they're there, which means we can't. Can't get them out. They won't leave. Okay. Let's see what we need. We need, let's see. So we got, excuse me, wheat flour storage. And then yeah, so all that's done there. What we need is building material storage, which we will put right there. Yeah, see, iron ore, then we need storage for stones, which we will put. You don't want stuff too close together because then your guys can't path between them. Just going to put one of each now. We'll work on this one first because I'd rather put this into here. I only took iron plates. Whoops. That's an iron plate. Yeah, we got enough. I wish these guys would fight them. And they probably would have normally, except that these guys are stuck right there. Okay, well we can't do that because that's inside there. Oh yeah. So let's take this out of here and that. Go here. Drop that in just because we're still gonna have to get this stuff out, but and then put that in there. So you have to have a guy here to make this manual, say manual stone processor, to make it work. So ideally he would go here, mine the stone, drop off the stone. You have somebody just doing that, and then another guy operating here, which is grabbing the stone, dropping it here, and then putting the building materials in there. And then you might have an engineer, separate dude, coming over here grabbing this stuff, just building everything he can. I wish these guys would come over here and fight them. Probably should go back and heal up over here. Yeah, we're going to have to build another building, is what it is. Storm house, but that requires 16. That's 5. We don't have enough, but we can make another one there. Put one over there. As soon as he gets healed up. Now they're attacking it. This might get them to come out. Let's see if they're fighting. Yeah. Get rid of jobs. Come over here. And maybe he'll get healed up. Maybe, I don't know. No. I like to lay in a bed, but I can't, because all these beds are not mine. Yeah, see, no food. Can't buy one of those, that helps. Don't have enough for that. So that's out. So, basically, can't tell if they're gone. It's possible. They could have left already. That there's something that would, that changed to make them go away. Hobo ninja. Guess we'll find out. I don't see anybody. Yep, there are. guess we need to go back to there, and then after, you know, getting another beat down, toughness is steadily going up. Now, let's just get the hell away from them. Okay, I think they're gone now. Heal up. There we go. Now, we go back. And we try it again. Of course, you know, we're starving. If you find a group, like I said before, that's going the way you're going, just click on follow them. Okay, so now we just do this again. Go back, buy some more meat, get our hunger up, and then sleep in a bed until we're healed again. Go mine some copper till we got some money, till we can get more food, and then more materials. And probably won't be able to build another house because those bandits will just attack and destroy it. We'll see. I've had to leave a base after I built just like I did there because a group of bandits stayed right there and wouldn't leave. I could dismantle everything in there. The stuff will just drop on the ground, so I'll get it all back, dismantle a building, and then maybe they'll leave because there's no building there anymore. It's a possibility. Okay, got 2. Take those 3. Can't afford it. Okay. So now, go in here. Drop this stuff off so it's not on us. And go mine. Oh yeah, I was gonna sleep. Oh well. We need to check this other one. Gotta watch out for that. The camera, you might get further and then it just pops you back. Yeah, let's... Yeah, see, 3. And then once you get closer, there we go. And let's go sell off. So we got some money, and then go to bed. Wrong button. I keep assuming it's gonna do the other one, and then it doesn't. Okay, I'll take that. 144, so that's enough to we'll rest at least halfway up on our body. And of course, I forgot to set a timer again. Alright, close enough, because I'd rather have some money. Because if we do have to build a, well, if we get rid of that house, I'm not sure if you can with the walls up. I don't know, because I don't know if you can build walls without having a building up. So we may end up having to build another building first, and which means I want to have all the materials right there so I can get right to it. And with dismantling, you don't need to be there. You just got to be in the area, and then so if we build another building, and then the vagrants come over, the bandits come over and destroy it, maybe while they're destroying it, we could be dismantling the other one, and then maybe they'll just leave right afterwards. There's no building for them to hang out in. Excuse me. Because the glitch could be that because they're stuck in that building and they want to move around, but they can't. You know, the AI won't let them path out, unless they're attacking something. Kind of the same way if they're running on this way and then they go and fight something, they want to go back to where they were at and continue on. Otherwise, we may just have to start all over again. Because eventually the base that I had built, which was like out here in this area, I can't remember exactly where, built it, some ninjas showed up, tougher than bandits, and then they stayed right there. So then I left, built another base in another area, then came back to it and built a building right outside the walls, put some crossbows on there, and put my dudes up and had them fight. And you can lock your doors and they have to beat through them, but they're not all that strong. They can. And with enough people, I got to fight them, hit them, and then they left. And then I got my base back. But of course by then I didn't need it because I'd already built a better one. We gotta do something about this hunger, because our stats are terrible because of it. Alright. Let's start with there. We could travel to other cities and possibly find people willing to join us for free. But we could end up just wasting a lot of time and energy. You know, doing that. We'll go with 3. That's it. That's all we're getting. See, I want this to go down so I can move it, but I can't. Can't move it. So I don't know. All right, well, let's just go back and do what we can. We got food on us, so it should be okay for at least a little bit. Yeah, we run right into a fight. Oh, yeah, spiders, robots. But we are faster than them. Sometimes they turn away, things that chasing you. Sometimes they don't. These guys. Ooh, Menders. But we're not hurt, so it doesn't matter. Well, there was already. Yeah, but we're gonna get better. Okay. We'll see. Like right again. They don't appear to be there. I'm gonna drop that off. All the iron plates. I don't need them for anything else just yet. Let's see where we at here. Okay. Let's put back on jobs. And we'll just see. See if they appear. We can lock the door. See, there's the door. Requires level 65 lock picking, which isn't all that hard. There's plenty of people who can do it. And the more you try on lock picking, the more and you don't unlock it, the more your skill goes up. But it doesn't have very much health to it. See, door condition 60. That's what they beat down that other building first. I'm just going to let this play out for a little bit. Let's see. Yep, okay. Grabbed them. Put them in there. And working on them. Okay. So far, so good. Not enough there to finish them, but we do have 3. However, let's take off jobs. Let's go to sneak. And gone. Let's do bread oven. So I took all out there, put them in here. Now I don't know if you fail at that. However, there is cooking, which I don't think is what we're doing. I think cooking is strictly like if you're making meat. Because for the most part, if you watch, we're not doing anything. So I don't think we get any cooking at all from that. And I guess it is one flour for one straw flour, one bread for one straw flour, and water. And it can only hold 5, so that's the end of that. So we'll do the wheat here, fill that up, and whatever can go in there will go here. Let's go and put that in there, get that done. Wait for this to get done, and I'll have 3. So I'd rather sell it. That's what Ambiguous did. Sold it all until he could make enough money to make enough to eventually eat. But we don't have that. Okay, so we can't upgrade that at all anymore. We don't need to worry about that. So we will put that as a job until those things get done. And just have to keep doing this by ourselves until we get enough money to get more people. So then if we put that, once this fills up in the can, and then he should bring it here. Or maybe he'll do it now. Nope. Okay, might be whenever he fills up, then he'll move it, and then he'll go back. Now whether he'll move a whole stack or one at a time, I don't know. I think it's like one at a time. So if you have more people and it fills up, they'll just steadily be going over, reworking. And I could do more here, but it's like, what's the point right now? Really, I shouldn't even be doing this. Now that I think about it, I should be just strictly making money. There he goes. Put all of them in there. Bone dog. But yeah, it should just be mining copper to make enough money to hire another person. Yeah, probably should. Yeah. Where are the jobs? We're healed up. So let's go back here. And keep trying to make money until we can afford to get more people. I have a mod for that recruiter, if you notice that. And I got one a while back. Or no, I didn't. I think it was too much. Maybe. Yeah. But you'll notice that when I go and talk to a trader, I can choose to have them send me a recruiter to my base. And then once the recruiter gets there, I can ask them for certain types of recruits, from low tier to high tier. But they cost money. It's like, I think I said before, it's like 1 million cats to get like a really high tier guy. But their stats are great. You know, they're like all 60s or something, 70s. I can't remember. Yeah, if you're not trying to play a certain way, this is a whole lot easier, because as soon as we saw the first people fighting, we could have just looted them, as many as we could, grabbed all the gear, sold it all, kept whatever we needed, uh, maybe turned in a few bounties or something. But otherwise, just keep doing that. Take animals, take their meat, cook it up. And then we'd had food, as well as selling whatever else they might have, like, you know, their leather, since we don't need it just yet. Or see, now we're already fighting. Okay, fight's over, I think. Yep, they're already fighting something else. And back fighting again. So I'm back up here. And the guards take care of that. Let's see, they're gonna... There's the dude there. We could loot whoever they beat over here, this guy, all of that. And that would have got us more money. We'd have had more people, some gear on us that, you know, maybe we could fight off a few more bandits. Because then if you, excuse me, let's say we injured 2 or 3 of them, left them unconscious, and the rest of the group left, then we'd loot those guys there, take their gear, go sell it, and just steadily keep going. You know, that would have given us money to buy more med kits, possibly, and then maybe find better gear. Remember, we can get pants and a weapon, get a sword, and it's way better. Kill them and strip them. But see, we are fast. So we're gonna wait. No, come on up here. So I don't care if they follow me up here, because the guards will kick the crap out of them. Okay, 1,500. That's not enough to get anybody. Now, I don't know the very lowest recruitment tier. I don't know if it's that low. Anti-slavers. Okay, we're just going to leave them and run back over here. He should take these guys out. Yeah, see? He just, two dudes, just whipped the crap out of these guys. See, a lot of them are dying now, but doesn't help us any. So we're just going to steadily keep taking all we can from here and make sure none of these guys watch them ninjas. They usually don't mess with you as long as you stay on their side. I like them. They don't like the Holy Nation. Yeah, just keep doing the same stuff. Dead. So that'd be a lot of gear we could get right there. Athletics 46. If we get it high enough, we could damn near outrun anybody. Then what we could do is go off wherever their big things are and go look for some eggs. That one, yeah. I usually don't care to hire like these guys because their stats are going to suck. But a lot of times you get them for cheaper than you can the guys inside. See, none of these guys are available. That'll be for a whole group. He won't. Oh, okay. Yeah. But we could get a recruitment guild. Why not? 150. Just got to make sure we get back to town. Back to our base before. I don't need to buy any more of these really. We can make our own. We just got to get time to do it and then somebody to join us. A mercenary. See, I think he might want to fight us. maybe. Okay, we don't need any of that. So let's, what do we got here? Twitchy Bar Thug. Alright, let's go see what happens. And then just run out. And maybe yeah, see, they're getting beat up by the guards. Shop guard taking care of it. Yeah, see, he's with the other one. The other one came down, and let's see what this Burn says, because there's Burn's Tower. Uh, 6,000 cats. Yeah. Yeah. And the mercenary captain is going to be 3,000. Yeah, now we got this one. All right. Lend the trader. Nothing I need. Well, I mean, I'd like to get some of these, but since we can't make anything just yet, there we go. If I only would have had these guys before. Okay. Doesn't help us a whole lot right now. Because, you know, we can't bring them to our base, but at least they could be here making us some money, I guess. Let's go sleep, rest up. Yeah, see, a lot of times, I mean, like the race doesn't change a whole lot as far as your stats. You know, it's whether or not they had any like most ones for free, you won't have that good of stats. Ones you pay for will be usually a lot better. Two books. Do we have any books? Yeah. Let's do lock picking, because we can have these guys doing that and send them off on adventures later on, but for us, it's not going to do a lot of good. Yeah, I guess let's go back to our base. Continue what we're doing there. These guys don't even have weapons, do they? but they'll be giving me backups, making money here, and then can go help this guy if he gets knocked unconscious again. Iron spiders drop electronics. If you take that out of them, they'll be dead. Otherwise, they will repair themselves and respawn. Just like in regular animals, if you take the meat out, then they're dead. Maybe if you take the skin, I don't remember. We'll have to look at that maybe. That's all we'd ever take from them is the skin. Okay. Where are we at here? It needs water. Yeah, that means they ran out of water and they died. So we gotta start back at 0. Get them some water. So we'll do that. Come back here. Swap it over. Yeah, growing. So I'd like to have those guys here, but I'm afraid that paladins will show up on prayer day and attack me. They also don't like it if you have an arm like with a prosthetic, so be careful of that too. So if you want to have a lot of dudes do a lot of different things, and you like skeletons and everybody else, you're okay with women, you're going to need at least 2 bases. Unless you don't choose the Holy Nation, to stay there. But if you want crops, maybe you can go like in Shem. Sten Desert, or up in here where it rains a lot. Vein's a good one. But like I said, certain crops can't be planted certain places. So I don't know if you can do all of them right there. Or at least the ones you would want. He was yelling at somebody. There we go. Recruiter caravan. Usually he'll appear wherever you have your gate at. So if you don't have walls up, they can path through. But if you put a wall up here, they'll path around. So you want to make sure that you're not building walls when one of them is here. Otherwise, it might be inside your walls. Which is no big deal because they'll just path out. But if you get attacked or something, you want to close your gate, they'll attack your gate to get out. Maybe we need to start working on this now. Okay, get rid of that. Do that. And then, if you look at your map, see, that's probably the recruiter coming. Or it could be that one. It's probably actually that one. That's probably like the paladins. And if you hover over, it'll give you this, information if you know more about your guys, but you don't have anything. It's like that. I haven't been there. But the hub. And there he is. So you need to come over here and talk to the guy. Get it over with. And then just do your and there you go. That'll keep them happy, keep them from attacking you. Let's get this one out, and then we'll start working on, I don't know. Yeah, and they'll put them back too. If you don't have them set to engineer, which I don't, they'll put stuff back. That way they're not carrying around everything. And that takes care of all of them. Now he'll go back to doing what he's doing. And we got to check here. Yep, see? Already full up. And it does take long to build the walls. It just takes lots of resources. That's why what I should have done was just, because you have to have a gate. Well, maybe you don't have to. I guess you can just left it open, but just build a wall right around this. Got me iron. And I could have just put that there and then built the wall straight out of it, and then later built more. But if I had these two dudes here, then I would be having work on this to get me more. One guy here, and then me doing whatever else, and then just the engineer, and then got all this going. We'll just keep doing this. Do that. Put that back. And just steadily keep building. And here, just keep making sure. We don't let them stop. If I had a iron storage or copper storage there, they would. I could have them mine it till they're full, and then each time, then they'd run off and undo the, drop off the ore and just keep going. And I probably will do that. I mean, I should definitely. And maybe, I don't know if they will drop it into the shop and people will buy it there. I don't know. Watching Amphibian, he was just doing bread. People come in there and buy the bread. I don't know if they would buy iron. Okay. Let's go talk to this dude. We don't have enough money, probably, for anything. Low tier. 1. Ooh. Alright. Greenlander. And they'll come back with them. Let's see if we can get I didn't know it was. Let's go mid tier. 1. 1500. All right. Greenlander. All right. Probably should just kept it to low tier and then. And just gotten several. But there's some guys fighting. Hobo Ninja. As long as they're not red to me. And a bone dog. Kind of an even fight. Well, not now. Now it's possible he'd come over here and attack me, but oh yeah. But I got him. So see, if we take out meat, I think he'll be dead. Right now he's unconscious. We can do the skin. Oh, there we go. Dead. That's it. Because we need skins to do leather and stuff and make some armors. And you can't get it any other way besides from animals. Alright. Okay, we're going to come up here and sell. These guys don't have to worry about food, so we ain't got to worry about that. We'll take that. No. That's it. And on here. Drop it off in that. Now the next bit we mine, we'll put it in the shop counter, see if it sells anything. Okay. And these are recruits we get. We'll put one on water, probably one on stone, and just keep this going. Let's go ahead and take this, and then Eventually, I'll have one dude that's strictly on engineering, building stuff. Usually, I always do that. Well, he's not just engineer. He'll do an engineer and other things, but I'll have a dedicated engineer builder. Probably at least two. Usually, what happens is my other squads, my adventuring squad, will be my main people, and then one of them will be an engineer, and he'll only build whenever he's in here. And I'll have a dude that's a laborer that stays inside. That's also an engineer. So then when I need to build or upgrade something, he just goes and does it and then goes back to his job. Check the time. Hour 32. Okay, we will stop right here and continue on with the next episode. And wait for these two new dudes to show up. And once I get a bit more money and I got these guys going, I'll have these two call for a recruiter out here again, and we'll see if we can't get a couple more guys to join us. And then we got to start building more things. We still need beds, but I need a building to put them in. You can't put them on the roof here, and I don't like them inside. Eventually this room here will probably be strictly just for making bread, if I have one bread oven. If I end up having more than that, which I probably will, then we'll have to go to a bigger building, and then we use this like maybe battery storage when we get power. But anyway, that's all we're going to do for now. And thank you for stopping by and watching. Appreciate it. And we will see you in the next one. Later.